2019 Ford Mustang Bullitt First Drive Review, Muscle and Attitude. Few special edition cars have a backstory like the 2019 Ford Mustang Bullitt. And it all started with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, not as a potential lead in a Bullitt reboot, but in a Ford commercial back in early 2017. In the background, a sketch, the future 2019 Bullitt. Fast forward to the 2018 Detroit Auto Show, where the 2019 Mustang Bullitt actually debuted. And yet, the new car, looking phenomenal in Highland Green, packing at least 475 horsepower, 420 pound-feet of torque, and a manual transmission, was overshadowed by a dingy '68 Fastback, bringing one of the most enduring movie car mysteries to a dramatic conclusion. It was the car. One of two used in Bullitt, the one less beat up by filming. The one Steve McQueen himself tried to buy from the longtime third owner, with no luck. 50 years out of sight, untouchable by even McQueen, whose letters to Bob Kiernan, the guy who wouldn't sell, appear to show McQueen at his least cool. Kiernan emerges as the real hero of the story, and a more complex character than his more famous competitor for the '68 Fastback's possession, which eventually passed to his son, Sean. It's a story Hollywood would snap up and turn into a schmaltzy movie, but it works better as an unfilmed testament to Kiernan's character. Hagerty has the whole backstory, and you should read it if you haven't already. Ford brought the whole period drama to the show floor. It was a total surprise. The 2019 Bullitt might have leaked, but few outside of Ford knew what would happen in Detroit. Like the debut of the Ford GT a few years earlier, it was a coup. And enough patina wore off of the aged '68 to polish the 2019's credentials. Despite the stranger-than-fiction Bullitt movie car sideshow, and even ignoring the movie homage trappings, the 2019 Bullitt is a nicely spec'd Mustang. The finalized power output is 480 horsepower, although torque is unchanged from other GTs at 420 pounds-to-foot, due to a cold air intake snagged from the GT 350 and an 87mm throttle body, paired with an ECU tweak. On the handling side, the Bullitt is basically a GT with a Level 1 performance package, so it packs Brembo 6-piston brakes up front, a Torsen limited slip differential out back, heavy-duty front springs, a bigger rear sway bar, and uniquely optimized traction and stability control. At the moment, the more serious performance package Level 2 is not available. Unlike any other GT with the PP1, the Bullitt gets some unique goodies. Most prominent are the 19-inch wheels with a torque thrust design and the metallic Highland Green paint. Shadow Black is also available as an exterior shade, but why would you get it when the green looks so superb? Things get more subtle and tasteful as you look closer. The active valve performance exhaust tips get a dark ceramic finish, and the upper grille is a menacing, badgeless expanse of hexagonal mesh. The lower grille has a wider mesh area than a standard GT. Bright lips on the rims set off the bright work on the window surrounds nicely. The blacked-out rear panel features a Bullitt logo, and there's no spoiler, which accentuates the decklid's sporty upsweep. While the real Bullitt car was Highland Green, recent Bullitt edition cars have offered black and blue as an exterior color option. The 19 will get Shadow Black as a no-cost exterior option, but blue didn't make a return. A gripe: while the Brembos are absolutely phenomenal, with superb bite and modulation, did they need to be painted red? It is a stark anachronism in what's otherwise a coherent and appropriately retro package. Inside, it's vintage chic meets modern. The 12-inch LCD gauge cluster is something we love in the regular GT, and it works here too, considering the standard view still shows two classic-looking simulated gauges. A white cue ball-style shift knob, which took a year and a half of wrangling with a supplier to perfect, and some requisite limited edition badges invoke the appropriate air of exclusivity. The dark leather seating with Highland Green contrasting accent stitching is really tasteful. It's subtle, and should age well. But like the Brembos, I wish the Sync 3 Display's Windows 98 color palette had been reskinned in more muted tones to match the character of the rest of the car. Thankfully, you can turn the screen off when it's not needed. There are few options. Most important is the MagneRide suspension, at $1,695. The Bullitt electronics package adds a blind spot warning, a premium audio system, driver's seat memory, and an upgraded sync touchscreen with a prepaid subscription to SiriusXM Traffic and Travel Link. Recaro front seats are an option, with that tasteful green stitching, too. Fully loaded up. A Bullitt is $52,980. Our tester was $51,385, with MagneRide but without recars.